semuanya, welcome to the stream Sachu 23. Selamat datang di stream Sachunya. Wait, kok suaraku kok nampaknya enggak ini. Halo Fitri, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam. Jangan lupa makan ya, sorry telat guys. Ada anuan seperti biasa. Suaraku kayak putus-putus gak sih? Suaraku putus-putus gak Fitri? Apakah suaraku putus-putus? Aman suaranya, oke. Betul, welcome to the stream Fitri. Welcome to the stream, bye. Aku tadinya ini sih. Aku tadinya udah sempet tadinya aku waktu start kan aku udah mau kayak mengeredikan ini game ya. Cuman ternyata pas awal-awal banget tuh ada ininya loh. Ada kayak cuplikannya gitu. Jadi kayaknya aku mau buka di sini. Oh, cuy, parah banget ada yang spam. Mod. Parah banget ada yang spam mod. Gak ada mod di sini. Damn. Aku sendirian. Nih, aku buka nih. Ada ininya loh, ada what? Modnya nggak ada ya lagi. Modnya nggak pernah datang early gitu loh. Awali stream dengan otsukan. Parah. I call it, but my words collapse against the wall. My body's too soft, my outline is too blurry. Of course, I can't break through. Bagus kan guys lagunya guys? Lagu kalau kata kan lagu-lagu lovey gitu. Kekencangan nggak ya gamenya? Enggak kan? Oh, ada BGM-nya. Bagus ya kan? Bagus kan? Langsungkan saja. Kalau misalkan kalian bilang aku nggak tahu ini game tentang apa, sama guys. Tidak perlu bingung. Kita pun nggak tahu ini game apa. Halo Tahu, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream juga BTW tadi Iki dan Bay dan Fitri. Jangan lupa pada makan ya. Back, lock, skip, auto, save, queue save, load setting, auto. Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. Those constitute for just 7 until 10% of all stars in the universe. Bingung sama-sama iyalah. Tapi ratingnya bagus loh Bay di Steam. It's an outlier even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun is in. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does dark spots. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You could even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. And I find it that really cute. Ngomongin apa nih? Kenapa pada awalnya ngomongin matahari? Gak makan cunya. Aku tadi udah makan nih Ki. Kamu udah makan belum? Kamu berarti udah mau balik lagi kah? Kalau jam-jamnya sama kayak kemarin? Belum ya? Jam 12-an ya, setengah 12 ya? I don't remember where I read about this. Must have been some newspaper from years ago. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look up at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Not much of a sky, not much of a sun. I guess that's the kind of region it is. Some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts, what with the constant snow. But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read that newspaper. Aku libur. Oh iya, kemarin kamu udah bilang kamu libur. Oh iya, lupa aku. Jadi kamu hari ini ngapain aja, Kek? Beneran tidur kah? The more I thought about things like that, and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. I mean improbable. Apa itu improbable, guys? Jangan lupa minum. Iya, makasih Amir. Terima kasih sudah diingatkan. Kalian juga ya, stay hydrated. BTW welcome to the stream, Armin. Ya udah kalau gitu aku minum dulu. Malam Sachu, selamat malam Cihoy. BTW ini game sih tulisannya sih visual novel ya guys. Jadi kalian siap-siap aja untuk aku dongengin, berarti ya gak sih? You can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself how much of it we can attribute to pure chance. The universe was so kind as to give us both of a star and a planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. Just the slightest fluctuation in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of the globe, or the distance between Earth and the Sun, and none of the beauty surrounding us would exist. Some would call it a miracle, and of course, that's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that giving the world we are living in too little credit? Semalam begadang sampai subuh, tidur bangun Jumatan dan makan langsung tidur lagi. Buset. Begadang ngapain tuh? Push rank nggak? But it's not that I subscribe to the anthropic principle or anything. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. Or rather, I'm not so sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it is perceived. That conscious need emerges later as the child develops self-awareness. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its surroundings. So if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropic principle entails. We are social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say the universe itself shares that priority, it just doesn't make sense to me. Follow, kamu main follow? Kamu gak pernah main bareng aku kalau aku pas main follow? Although, you can also think about it this way. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. But what if the child... Wait. But what if the child is the world? What if all that it could ever observe existed within itself? What can all-encompassing universe be curious about? There's nothing but itself. So nothing but itself. There's nothing else to care about in the world wide world. It is the world. Duh. Oh, wait. Now this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Game tentang apa? Sejujurnya aku nggak tahu, Cihuy. Aku tuh kemarin tuh cuman lagi kayak scroll game-game free gitu. Terus kayak aku lihat reviewnya game ini, Z.A.T.O I Love the World and Everything in It itu overwhelmingly positive gitu. 1000-an atau berapa ribu gitu, overwhelmingly positive. Terus kayak oh coba ah. Halo cantik, halo Vika, welcome to the stream, selamat malam. Jangan lupa makan ya. Aku nggak tahu kalau kamu main Valo juga. Sakit hatiku. Aku masih level 14 sih, atau 15 ya, something around that lah. Even if this wasn't the case when it was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured, the same way that a child would? And what do we do when we want others to perceive us a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. Oh, I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. It wanted to be admired, loved, and observed, because there's nothing more a word can do but to observe itself. It's the best and only pastime there is as far as the world is concerned. And if observation is good, more observation is even better. Of course, an endless universe can observe itself endlessly. You can say that its observation value equals infinity. The value may seem absolute, but it isn't really. Not in mathematics. Infinity plus 1 exists. It's a value that the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit infinite observer. Albeit, what is albeit? So it had to create new, finite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Sentient life is the plus 1. Sentient. What is sentient? Sentient. Mari kita buka translate. Sentient. Berakal sehat. Sama dong, aku juga masih cupu, emang iya. When I put it like that, it sounds like all of us are extras at a party. Now, isn't that fun? Tapi dari sinopsisnya ya, ini game tuh tentang mencari seorang gadis yang hilang gitu. Tapi I have no clue sih kenapa awalnya ngomongin constellation, kayak ngomongin sun, ngomongin the universe. This vast mighty universe changed itself to meticulously to make new observers possible. It fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely, just to have us here. It worked so hard just to share its one joy with us. Us, worthless insects. Oh no, this can't be. That's cute. That's really cute. Ah, I should have expected this. I should have known the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. This world truly is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Hitam putih gini ternyata. Ira, buset, ini gimana cara baca namanya ya? Ira Grachevskaya is missing. Huh? I look up from my desk. A low hum runs through the class. Grachevskaya? What? Seriously? She's just skipping. Nah, she ran off with that one guy. You saw? No, but come on. You know her. She's totally... Silence! Whoa! Great! Gresh versus Kaya. The teacher taps her journal on the desk. Blam! Ira's parents filled the report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she left for school. Another round of whisper. The teacher raises a voice. So if any of you have any information that might help in finding Ira, please report it to the teacher's office or the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson. Okay. Krek! Gimana ya suara a chair creaks in the back. Dang it. Wait, ini game dari mana sih? Namanya kayak nama-nama, bukan nama-nama ke barat-baratan ya, tapi kayak ke nama-nama Russian. You really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that? Yeah, we're shocked, you know? We're worried sick. Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend, our Perasaan tadi namanya Ira, kenapa jadi Iroshka gini sih? our Iroshka. The room fills with repulsive giggles. Lah, kok giggles? Giggles bukan ya? Gitu. Cut it out. Karen, sit back down. The teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. She turns toward the blackboard to write down the date. We all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It's December 19th. December 19th. Is that will be important? I don't know. December 19. Okay. A bird flies past the window. Suara burung kayak gitu gak ya? Dum, 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 dum. Disappearance. Give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? That's a myth. You can file a missing report whenever. Especially if it's a kid. Oh yeah? Hey, let's report each other as missing and see who they find first. Agak gila juga ya. Ayo kita saling ngelaporin satu sama lain bahwa kita hilang. Terus kita lihat deh siapa yang bakal ketemu duluan. Bodoh. Serem suara burung gitu gak seser burung gagak ya. Hi, you're on. No, but seriously, what's we decided hubbub? What is hubbub? Hubbub. Oh, kericuhan, oke. Okay. Hubbub. Hubbing. Itu lorong hitam banget. Soalnya ini. Mana sih tadi stemku? Genrenya itu visual novel, mystery, psychological horror. Psychological horror, I don't know. Apakah karena anaknya hilang? I don't know. Oke, aku kembali. Halo, welcome back. Ahmad Irfan. Jangan lupa makan ya. Jangan lupa makan dan minum, guys. So she didn't come home. Big deal. I thought wandering off was her whole thing. Right? That's just crush of Skya for ya. Crush. I hope I pronounce it right. Crush of Skya. But her parents just want some attention. What? I didn't need any more of that. I mean, I've heard of some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy is genetic. You think she is in some quack house now? No way. Do we even have any? I wish. At least that would be something fun to do. But honestly, hey, but she is like for sure with the guy, right? The guy? You don't know? Bunch of people have seen them together. It's some other dude. He's like 30 or something. Ew! You serious? Yeah, it's so trashy. I slowly worked behind my classmates as we head to the next lesson. But, kita ceritanya dari siapa sih? Jadi si Vadim kah? Game tentang apa ini? So far, dari yang aku tahu dari sinopsisnya, jadi ada seorang gadis yang hilang. Nah, kayaknya game ini tentang menemukan gadis yang hilang tadi. Namanya Ira Grashevskaya. Kalau aku gak salah baca ya, Ira Grafeshkaya. Gitulah pokoknya lah. It's irritating. The conversation is taking me off. I'm not sure why. It's not as if they aren't making sense. It's not unusual for Ira to wander off somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. Really, I'm no better than them. There is a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directed towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the thought that flashed into my mind was rather ugly. Huh? Ira Gracias. Siapa gitu? No, nobody will come to save me. Huh? Gross. But regardless of what people are saying, and regardless of what I personally think, that's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel gloom. I'm not surprised Ira would just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still, it's not like we've never been friends. It would be stranger if I hadn't all turned up about it, right? She's just that kind of person, always getting herself in trouble, always hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at. They are right. This shouldn't be the first time Ira left for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about that other man, I've never seen or heard anything like that. Even though this whole time. Oh, apakah si Ian apakah digosipkan berpacaran dengan om-om berumur 30-an? Teman-teman jadi kayak pada gak percaya kalau si Ira ini hilang. I suppose it's plausible knowing how some girls are. Even so, I never have thought Ira would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck, huh? When I put it that way, then it's almost... yeah, it's most definitely cute. Ira in love. Forbidden love too. Wow. I never have guessed. I never took that girl for a romantic. But she is a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those type of books. So perhaps she was planning to elope along. What is elope? What is elope? Oh, elope is lari dengan kekasih, guys. She was planning to elope all along. She was planning to elope all along. I don't think so. Tapi aku masih nggak tahu sih di sini kita tuh sebagai POV siapa. Crap. It's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this. I really am. On one hand, it's super romantic. Such beautiful young love and no regard for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. It's incredibly cute. Sudah aku gak paham dia ngomong apa, tapi tak apa buat nemenin. Jadi gini loh, ketika tadi awal banget pas mulai ada scene-nya, itu kan dimulai dengan gurunya yang menginfokan bahwa ada murid yang hilang. Si Ira tadi, Ira Grashevskaya. Nah, cuman teman-temannya tuh kayak pada gak percaya kalau misalkan si Ira ini hilang gitu. Soalnya si Ira ini memang sering kayak wandering around gitu loh, kayak kelayapan sendiri. Terus kan yang tadi si aku ya tadi kan bilang kayak emang dia sempet sering berada di tempat dimana dia tidak seharusnya berada, sering get into trouble. Terus jadi kayak pada gak percaya teman-temannya ini kalau misalkan si Ira ini hilang. Malah mereka bilangnya kayak mungkin parentsnya itu, mungkin ortunya itu cuman kayak cari perhatian doang dengan melaporkan kehilangannya si Ira ini tadi. Halo welcome to the stream, selamat malam. Jangan lupa makan ya. Oh, welcome back BTW. Kamu tadi udah sempet nongol ya. Ih, kok sih? Cuman ya gitu, apalagi nggak tahu gimana teman-temannya itu kan tadi kan sempat bilang kayak pernah beberapa kali ngeliat Ira ini deket sama cowok yang berumur 30-an ke atas gitu loh. Jadi mereka mungkin kayak palingan itu juga sama si cowoknya itu diculik lampor, nauzubillah zalik ya gitu. Palingan lagi sama cowok itu dia bilang gitu. Tapi si aku ini bilang aku nggak tahu sih sebenarnya si aku ini si aku ini di sini sebagai apa. dan siapanya si Ira. Tapi dia malah berpikiran bahwa kalau misalkan si aku tadi kan bilang gak pernah dengar kabar dan gak pernah ngeliat sekalipun kalau si Ira itu deket sama om-om. Tapi kalaupun itu benar, dia sih tahu kalau si Ira ini sering ngebaca buku-buku yang emang agak aneh gitu loh. Jadi apakah mungkin iya dia sampai macarin om-om gitu? Si aku malah bilang kayak, wah cute banget gitu. Jangan-jangan selama ini dia emang udah ngerancanain buat lari sama si pacarnya ini tadi gitu. But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb. But if Ira is really gone, it's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore. Hey, Shubina. Huh? You know anything about this? No? Why would I? Well, you two were pretty close, right? The whole group chuckles. Asya, apakah kita di sini sebagai si Asya? We were not. Halo. Hai ganteng Delma. Hai cantik. Welcome to the stream. Selamat malam, Rev. We were not. No? No? Not at all? Really? I thought you two were tickets. What? Ini tuh nggak asiknya. Kenapa sih nggak langsung ada backsoundnya kayak masa aku harus ketawa sendiri kayak Ada Ceng. Halo, Astro. Welcome to the stream. Selamat malam. Astro udah mama belum? We weren't. We didn't even talk. Vadim, you dumb bus. Crash of sky screwing the old guy. She ain't like that. I don't know. Some chicks swing both ways. You never know these days. I don't. It's... Look at her face. Chill out, Shubina. We're just kidding. Jeez. Why are you getting so scared anyways? You're really a lesbo or something? I'm not. Oh, kayaknya kita di sini sebagai si itu deh. Siapa tadi namanya? Shubina. Ini betul ceritanya anak-anak sekolah kelas berapa sih ya? What can I even say to that? No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ira came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying, all hell would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming late today. She doesn't even know there is a missing report. Maybe she has already left her lover's place. Maybe she's trudging through our snowy schoolyard as we speak. No. She's already inside. She's already left her wet puffy jacket in the cloakroom. And now she's going down the corridor. Up the stairs, to the left. That's right. She's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right. That's it. I hear her. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ira is coming. Oh, kayaknya emang bener kita si Shubina deh. What's with that face? You like you're holding in a shit. She's totally a lesbo. Oh my god, kita dikirain lesbong. I'm not. I've never told to her I told you. Step walks past the classroom. Itu udah kayak suara langkah kaki belum? The newest short cover of yours is good and so cute. Really? Arigato. Thank you for listening to that. Kalau misalkan itu sampai 5.000 views, enggak 10.000 views, bakal aku cover full guys. Hehe. Sepertinya. Now that they are closer, they don't sound like her at all. They never sounded like her in the first place. Well, maybe not with her, but like in general. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shubina? Why is that? Huh? Uh, I don't know. I just... True, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What? You wanna be her boyfriend? Hey, Shubina. Wanna go with Igor? Oh, jadi classmate aku cowok. Halo Sachu, halo, welcome to the stream. Lucky, selamat malam. Jangan lupa makan ya. Oi! What? Come on, he's a great guy. Right, Igor? You would treat her right. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this. I bite my tongue. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? I plop down at my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbook. I need to stop indulging fantasies like that. It just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ira came in through that door and beat them up right then and there, would it really help my kids? They would probably keep saying those same things behind her back. And to my face, I guess it really would be for the worst. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ira saw that, he would just add fuel to the fire. So it's a good thing that she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's a really great thing. Tapi kayaknya si aku ini, si Shubina ini, jangan-jangan skizo lagi. At least this guy don't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone is too preoccupied with gossip. I can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking. The last time I saw Ira, the teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning, but she didn't show up to the class. That part's nothing new. Ira has always had a bad attendance record, so I assume she skipped as usual and went to see the man they talked about. Did she go to him right away? Because in that case, yesterday evening. Oh, tidak, skizofrenia ya kan? Ya nggak, siapa aja mungkin. Soalnya gelagatnya si aku ini, gelagatnya si Shubina ini kayaknya agak aneh gitu loh. Bagaimana harimu, Sachu? Tidur telat, bangun telat, makan, ngedit, upload, live. Sachu main game story gini berasa didongengin, iya. Aku tadi udah bilang waktu di awal kan ini kan game kan visual novel, jadi kayak kalian ini aja siap-siap aja untuk didongengin. The teacher's office visit. I'm kinda scared of going straight to the police. Tidur telat, bangun telat, makan telat, stream telat, yo iya. Gak usah terburu-buru guys, kenapa sih? Dikejar apa sih? I'm kinda scared of going straight to the police, but I should probably report that. Not sure if it would be of any help. And for some reason, the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But there's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she's probably fine. I know that. Freaking everyone's know that. But if she's not, well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Oh, but I might also be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. If Ira really ran away to be with someone that she cares about so deeply, away from society's ridicule, would it really be right to ruin it? Crap. I have to admit, I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that is ugly. Ugly. But whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. I'm really no better than the rest. Wait, that's it. So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. It must be the good in me screaming, "Don't ruin their good fortune. They're probably so happy together right now. It's none of your business." Gosh, yes. That must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? It's not as if what I had seen will make any difference. Wait, apakah sebenarnya Shubina tuh ngelihat si Ira pergi? Jam tidurku sumpah kembali. Emang sudah kembali? Tapi kamu jam segini belum tidur toh? Setidaknya masih berjalan baik ya, masih berjalan baik. Kayak Lucky gimana hari ini? Nyahu, halo banget, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam, jangan lupa makan dan minum. I'm back, abis makan. Makan apa tuh? Makan apa tuh? Kok posisiku gak enak gitu ya? It's not as if what I had seen will make any difference. It was kind of inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. It's not the kind of information that points to any particular location or culprit. Not that there is one. So let's keep silent and everyone will be happy. I'll be happy. The good irrational me will be happy. And the cold reasonable me will be happy as well. Yup. Good job, Asya. You solved it. Oh, bener, kita si Asya Shubina. Mie ayam lagi mampir ke kedainya ayah. Bapakmu, maksudnya ayah di sini, atau itu nama kedainya kedai ayah. Selamat makan. Tapi udah kelar ya. Sebenarnya sekarang aku tidur di bawah jam 10:30. Emang ya, aku tahu. Bentar lagi dong. Good job, Asya, you solved it. It sure is nice to have a clean conscience. Well, no need to love around here any longer. Cause I better head home. Mama kaget, Bo, tiba-tiba. Counterpoint. What is counterpoint? What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? Despite all odds, there's always a possibility that she is in danger. There is even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. And if she really did elope with her beloved, then my testimony won't change a thing. It's worthless at worst. Sekarang juga lagi siap-siap tidur sambil nonton My Idol, gila. Tadi juga ketidur di sini. Oke, selamat bobo. Aku pamit duluan cunya. Oke, bye. Makasih sudah sempat mampir. Selamat bobo kalian semua. Iya, bapakku. Wow. Aku nggak dikasih nih. Aku doyan kok, Miem. Tumben banget pada sehat ini jam tidurnya. Lagi pada ada acara kali besok. That's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, the chances of Eva being in danger and my words being the key to saving her makes for a strong argument. Wah, my words being the key to save her. Oh yeah, that would be so amazing. Wait, kenapa tiba-tiba gambarnya bunga? And then I'd come and visit her in the hospital. Oh, ceritanya hospital. And she wouldn't know how to thank me. She'd say I shouldn't have. She'd say, I told you to leave me alone, Tommy. But then I'd just shake my head and respond, it's nothing. I was just doing what I supposed to do. No. I gotta come up with something cooler. I need to think about that. Wait. Why is she in the hospital? Do I help Ira ends up in the hospital? Jeez. Of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. I hope my testimony is useless because she's already home. Or is going home, telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. I just keep having stupid thoughts today. At least I know what I should do now. I've made my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where was it again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. I'll probably look kind of silly. wouldn't be the first time. Well, who cares? Walking, down the staircase, to the right, down the hall. There, that's the teacher's office. Yang mau dilaporin sama si Asya ini apa sih? Tumben banget Cun main novel game. Iya, soalnya penasaran. Besok ujian. Oh my god, semangat yang pada ujian. Emang udah pada belajar kah? Cibi 2 kelar, tinggal Sachuan. Berarti belum kelar. Oh? A girl. There's a girl standing there, right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Is she an upperclassman? Our town is really tiny, and so is our school. If I were a better person, I would know her name. Hmm? She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she is expecting, so I nod a little. Is there a queue? A queue? To the office. Oh. Oh no. I'm just waiting for someone. Okay. Hey. What? You are Asha, right? Yes. How do you know? That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? Huh? I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? Sorry. Really? That's what I was talking about. It's not that I don't care to remember everyone's names. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in tiny cities like this, everyone knows each other. But that's just not true. We learn about the people outside of our immediate circle through gossip or common friends. But I haven't met any new ones since the day Tosha left. Siapa lagi Tosha? Sachuan kan pisah ngerjainnya. Kok malah semangat main game novel gini? Karena ratingnya bagus. Dan aku belum pernah ngeliat orang main game ini. So I wonder why, kenapa ratingnya bisa bagus tapi nggak pernah ada yang ini. Tuh, overwhelmingly positif 3.992 loh. Kenapa game kayak gini gak ada yang main? And gossip. Sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that, but I don't like listening to them. I don't like their voices, so I try not to pay them too much attention. Wait, when I put it like that, it kinda does sound like my fault. My point is, when people regurgitate, apa itu regurgitate? Hey? Kenapa memuntahkan regurgitate? Regurgitate the idea of everyone knows everyone. The word everyone doesn't include me. The name is Marina. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about Krashevskaya? How did you know? What you mean how? We had an announcement, same as you. They told us to report to the teachers and all. I see. For some reason, I thought they only broke the news to us, Ira's classmates. But it makes sense. They will at least give the upperclassmen a heads up, just in case they happen to know her. Which means... You also know something about Ira? Yep. That's great. So you talked to the teachers already? Sure did. Wow. What did you tell them? Kalau aku cek itu ada suaranya gak sih? That's between me and the investigation. You can't just put info like that out in the open, Asya. The walls got ears. Bener lagi. The walls got ears. I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Crap, crap. I'm making an awful first impression. Not only did I not know her name like I was supposed to, now I look like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. Oh, am I kidding? I really don't. Um, I just go in then. Marina suddenly blocks my path. No, you won't. I'm sorry. You are not telling them anything. You are not telling them anything. Why? She gestures with her finger to the tag of each syllable. Syllable. Why? Because about feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's gonna be the same thing as my classmates. Is this because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Rude. Da 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 rude. Da 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 da. You know what he said to me? Well, I never mean to. I just can't help it, can I? We just met, and now I've already managed to mess everything up. Damn it, damn it, damn it! I desperately search her face for signs of mockery, but weirdly, I can't find any. I've been waiting for you. Huh? Surprised? Of course I am. No, wait. This has to be some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl, and then she will just laugh in my face about it. Pamit dito Sachu. Bye-bye, Lucky. Makasih sudah bertemu mampir sini. Selamat tidur. Ruse. What is ruse? Ruse? Tipu? Okay. Some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl, and then she will just laugh in my face about it. No. No. I'm serious. Ira told me about you. Really? Yeah. Oh gosh, they talked about me? Wow. I'm sure Marina is being as friendly as she is, considering the kind of description Ira could give. Wait, does this mean she's a friend of yours? For some reason I never thought about her having any. It's not as cool. That was really presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ira's like when she's with friends. I know you saw her yesterday. I figured you want to report it, so I ran here as soon as classes ended. I figured you would want to report it, so I ran here as soon as classes ended. I guess it would be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got so caught up in all of those stupid rumors. It kinda slipped my mind. She knows? But hey, what matters is that it all worked out. So why are you stopping me? Well, Marina looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice. Mode radio, kebaiklah. If you tell them about yesterday, you will make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still, wait. I know Ira's probably fine, but isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Quiet, you... I said that we shouldn't talk about this stuff where the adults can hear. What? Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. Pom, 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 pom. She's not exactly being quiet either. All of my stumbled protests sound so weak they might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day doubting whether I should report at all. So what? I carefully examined my option and came to my own conclusion. Itu hanya rumor. Yang mana yang rumor? Apakah yang Ira diculik? Ataukah rumor? Mana yang rumor? Ira pacaran sama om-om rumor. Ira hilang beneran apa enggak? I carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it, though. I deserve to testify. But some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice is made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcome with reason has come out on top. So there was something to it in the end. So I was right. My heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that, since I'm yet to hear what Marina has to say, but this can't be pure chance, can I? As if it's not, what does it actually hinge on? Did Marina show up because the world needed to stop me for the sake of something more important? Or did Marina show up because I subconsciously wished for something? For anything to stop me? Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. I think I'll stick to the grander narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the will of some wordless nut is a preposterous idea. Preposterous idea, what is that? Preposterous. Preposterous. Tidak masuk akal, okay. It's a preposterous idea. Adalah ide yang tidak masuk akal. But it wouldn't be the first time for me, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path. That's so endlessly sweet. That's the stairs, to the lobby, to the courtroom. I don't resist anymore. But it drags me along, and I can feel my job turn into excitement. This is definitely the right path. The girl knows about Ira. I want to know more about Ira too. The whole wide world wants me to know. Wait. Jangan-jangan si Asha ini beneran lesbong kah? Oh my god. Was she? Is she? Wait, what? Chunya, halo! Ciane, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam, apa kabar? Kamu tidak stream gak? Makasih udah sempetin mampir sini ya. Guys, jangan lupa di subrek guys. Cione ini Vtuber cantik. What the hell is your problem? Everyone's looking from Ira to Garin to the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Everyone's looking from Ira to Garin to the chair. Ira? Baru kelar. Tadi stream jam berapa? Jam segini udah kelar. Jangan lupa istirahat ya. Dan minum juga. Stay hydrated cantik. Crashes kayak the the fish. Is she insane? Somebody calls this teacher. Somebody call the teacher. Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom, Ira stormed towards Garin. Oh, si Garin ini memang bermasalah sama Ira ya nampaknya ya. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. Jeprat! I hastily grab onto it. Read that again and I kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Hah? Lu gila ya? Jam 8an main follow udah gak kuat mual. Oh, anu kah? Motion sick kah? Kamu juga jangan lupa lu minum dan istirahat. Baiklah, terima kasih ya udah sempat mampir sini, cantik. Aku lagi main game apa ini ya? Visual novel gitu. Ceritanya si ceweknya ini missing, dia gone, dia hilang. Kayaknya ini lagi flashback deh, tapi I don't know. Yeah, doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. The classmates who were caught up in 11 feet just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag, then heads towards the door. Crazy beep! Crazy beep! Awas jatuh. Apanya yang jatuh? Gedebrak gitu. She ignores him. Oh, what's the beef? Ah, Rashiskaya, where are you going? Whoop. Beneran jatuh tuh. Hey! Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. You! Rashiskaya! What? What do you think you are doing? Your parents will hear about this. Her threat falls on deaf ears. Thief ears. Kenapa deaf? Thief? Is it deaf or thief? I don't know. Everyone knew Gravishkaya. She's always been like that, I think. No. Not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. I guess they call someone like her a problem child. Ah. Oh, berarti dia tuh si Ira Gravishkaya ini dibilang problematik tuh karena emang gak suka dikekang aja namanya, bukan terus into drugs or something. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours. Not just because of its small size, but because of its, let's say, exclusivity. Okay. Forgot Vibe prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. Whoa! Non-existent crime rate. That's the natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. Oh! You are lucky to be here. They have a salary higher than the national average. They have access to goods people in the neighboring towns can't even dream of. Few can afford such a privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. So when someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's a positive stain on a community that's meant to be spotless. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, jadi gini guys. Aduh, tadi nama kotanya apa? Vorkuta 5. Vorkuta 5 itu adalah kota yang kecil. Dan gak ada angka kriminal di sana. Tidak ada angka kriminal. Karena masuk dan keluar dari kota Vorkuta 5 ini dikontrol. Nah kan lupa ya. Aku cuma inget 5-nya doang, 5, Vorkuta 5. Vorkuta 5. Masuk dan keluarnya orang tuh dikontrol. Bahkan satu kota itu gak sampai 6.000 orang. Makanya terus kayak crime rate-nya itu gak ada. Tidak kriminal di situ. Aku dapat FYP panda merah. Aku tag kamu ya. Udah banyak ya gak sih yang kamu tag di Kate. BTW welcome to the stream ya. Selamat malam, jangan lupa makan dan minum. Nah, karena hal itu tadi ya, semua orang kan pada discipline and such things. Terus kayak dia bilang tadi kan gajinya di kota Vorkuta 5 ini tadi di atasnya rata-rata nasionalnya mereka gitu, rata-rata gaji nasionalnya mereka. Jadi kayak orang-orang di Vorkuta 5 tuh kayak udah laki aja gitu. Jadi ketika orang yang kayak Ira ini datang, itu tuh kayak setitik noda yang ada di atas kertas berwarna putih. Gila, udah kayak dianggap manusia paling penuh dosa ini si Ira. Like a weed that sprouted like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she had appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. Oh, the blame falls on the people responsible. That is, on Ira's parents. Oh, yang disalahin orang tuanya Ira. And questions begin to arise. Why is Crush of Ski's daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They have been grounded so much, yet they can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? Oh my god. Aku sudah tonton cover terbarunya Cuncun. Emang iya? Emang iya, Bana? Kamu udah komen belum? Kamu udah pencet tombol like dan share-nya belum, Bana? Ini genre gamenya thriller. Enggak sih, tadi sih tulisannya sih psychological horror. I've heard a lot of talks like that. Tapi kayaknya menurutku ini kayaknya mungkin horornya tuh bukan horor yang horor gimana gitu loh. Tapi horor yang seorang anak tuh hilang gitu. Tapi karena si anaknya ini dicap bermasalah tuh jadi kayak gak ada yang gagas gitu. Gak ada yang gubris lah. I've heard a lot of talks like that. I've heard more of the Eva through the chair at Garin. I didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun, and it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyway. I was hoping to write a little in the library once school was done, but my bag slipped and all of the contents scattered on the floor. Of course, they would get curious about it. Of course, they would want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I've ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's matter to me? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to thank Ira somehow. Oh, padahal si Ira itu sebenarnya nolongin si Asya. Diculik setan panda merah. Aku nggak den. Oh, iya yang nyulik aku doyan cewek-cewek cantik. Bukunya si Asya ini tuh jatuh berserakan, tapi terus diambil sama teman-teman sekelasnya. Nah, si Ira ini ngebelain si Asyanya sebenarnya. She rarely shows up to school, and even when she does, she can just leave at random. She couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, and also I was really scared. Ira has never as much as looked at me. Even when she lost out at Karin, it was like I were not even there. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson. I think it was math. I came in through the door. Ya iyalah, I came in through the door. Wow, gila. Sambening ini nih kayaknya si Ira ini. Ngerokok guys. And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Hi. Ira showed me a disinterested look. Hi. Kalau misalkan cewek yang kayak cewek coolnya tuh emang harus suaranya agak berat gak sih, kayak hi. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business. So I just sat there, thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, It should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? Assuming she did all of that for me, that would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time has passed while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes? Or maybe 20 seconds? But when I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung open the door. Wait! Huh? Um, I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. I got this rare chance. Chance! I got this rare chance. The word gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what am I supposed to say? Thank you? After I just stumbled out of a toilet stall? What? She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth helplessly open. As if I just gone mute. As if every word in the Russian dictionary got wiped from my brain. Tuh kan pantas namanya tuh susah. Ternyata bener nama Rusia guys. Cakep. Hai. Udah cukup menjadi cewek tukang ris belum? Hai sayang gitu. Whatever. No, wait! Please. I took a step towards her and she jotted away like I were a leper. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew I had to say something. Even if it was the first thing that popped to mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Huh? The windowsill. When you said smoking there, right by the window, I thought, weren't you cold like that? Huh? She blinks. Not really. Hai Cegan, gila. Cegan banget. Maybe a little. Thought so. Tapi kalau misalkan suaranya pas ngomong pakai Asya, pas bersuara buat Asya kayak girly banget, pas Ira kayak cegan-cegan gitu, kayak jadi beneran kayak genrenya lesbong, buset. Anything else? No. I mean, yes. I'm sorry that you got in trouble. Huh? Well, I figured you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when the guy read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. Oh my god, cegan banget. Genre WLW, I like it. Parah. And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Huh? Well, I guess not. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down at the tile floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Nero jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her. I wanted to thank her, regardless of intent. But no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots clicked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door, and this time I made no attempt to stop her. Your poetry isn't stupid. Huh? Wah, kaget. Setelah aku lihat model rambutnya Cun-Cun bondol ya baru sadar. Bang, selama ini kemana aja bang? Yang kau lihat selama ini apa bang? I stood there, dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Ira likes my poetry? Ira Krashevskaya? Nah. Apakah Ira ini kerasukan arwah laki-laki yang terjebak di dalam tubuh wanita? Apakah apakah Ira bertukar raga dengan Gavin? The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right, I need to get back to the classroom. I thought that Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. Oh, udah, in particular. Soalnya dari depan kayak rambut panjang, belakang di ponytail, makanya nggak ada emang begitu. Kayak potongan-potongan jellyfish tuh. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same day, the same way. Kenapa tiba-tiba jadi typo semua menurutku? I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for work, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh, bukan Gavin Vadim gocek. Garin, iya Garin Vadim. Oh, Shubina. We borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? Tapi emang ini teman-teman cowok-cowok di kelasnya ini emang rese. Emang rese mereka. It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifts a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot. I left it in there. No? It's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty. It's not me. Whatever you say. Sometimes my classmates joke around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. Why? Si Asya ini kayaknya selalu berharap Ira bakal tiba-tiba datang buat belain dia, ya gak sih? Baru tahu kalau ada potongan rambut Jatim Park. Jatim Park? Potongan macam apa itu? Apa aja? She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to. And I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, none of your business, if I did. And she would be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now. But bukan si Asya ini berharap semesta menemukan mereka. Ternyata cewek jatim ex cowok Bandung itu nyata adanya, kirain mitos. Apa? Ya, ini jokes apa ini? Jokes apa ini? Gak tahu aku. Cewek jatim plus cowok Bandung. Jokes apa itu? Ira. She just walks past me in the corridor. Not even a nod. Not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in a crowd, but no. It's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder. Even though it took all of my courage just to muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. Hey, Vadim. What? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Apa itu kopecks? Mata uang kah? Mata uang mereka kah? Kopecks. Kopek. Mata uang. Rubel tapi mata uangnya. Oh, tapi emang ada kopek juga ya. Mata uang pecahan terkecil di Rusia. Oh. Jokes cowok Bandung botai, cewek Jatim tomboy. Hah? Nggak tahu aku. Apa itu? Botai? Botita? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Can I have it back? Huh? 50 kopecks? When was that again? Last Friday. Jesus. You remember things like that? Can I have it back? Man, I don't even remember taking it. You sure you are not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else. No, it was you. Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble, Shubina. Who gives a shit? Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. You probably just lost it or something. Kenapa orang kalau pinjam duitnya, meskipun cuma 10.000, enggak, kayaknya kesedikitan ya, 100.000, pas lagi minjem cuma 100.000 kok, ketika ditagih, kenapa sih diributin banget? Kan cuma 100.000. Kalau cuma 100.000 kemarin kenapa pinjem, Bambang? Dasar ningen. Maya keeps snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would she do? Mock him in front of everyone? That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? I really shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not exactly starving. Lately I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah. Maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That would be nice. Asha, you don't use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. We are not allowed to, though. What are you saying? They allowed it last year. Really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it. Oh, that's good, I guess. This girl really talked to me. They are usually pretty nice though. At least when they are not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have very different senses of humor. But you never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You were like 15 already. Ya ampun, baru juga 14-15 tahun loh. 14. Same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point. Especially with that complexion. Well, I'm not really... Hey. How about we help you out? Huh? Yeah. Just some lab makeup you see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Alright, but... Yay! Come here then. Buset, ini si Asha lagi di kibulin gak sih? Lagi dibully kah? I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. Iya sih. I really believe that. Mungkin ya. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. Iya gak sih? Tapi kalau misalkan orang-orang yang misalkan ya tukang bully atau penjahat gitu, apakah mereka kayak bangun tidur tuh emang udah ada niatan buruk kah? Baru bangun tidur tuh udah nge-planning sesuatu yang jelek kah atau gimana ya? Iya juga ya. Mungkin enggak, I don't know. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know they're being mean. I shouldn't wish for evil to appear and trap them, or to scream at them, or punish them, or anything. I can still hear everyone's laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't any teacher see me like that. At least the toilet's closed so I can wash this mess off quickly. Tuh kan? Hmm, diinin kah? Diisengin kah? Wah, I should stop falling for these pranks, but ah, sorry. I left my face up without thinking. Oh no. Loh, ada Ira. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an innocent person. Yeah, I look awful. But I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry. Huh? I run past her. Run, run, run! I just need to get to the restroom. I just need to wash it off. Yeah, dibully. I feel about my reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's action had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, and in no uncertain terms. She said that, and I kept repeating it again and again and again and again, but I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held onto the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying? One who just so happened to make fun of me? Her not joining in? Her telling me she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She said they were not stupid. Oi. Hmm? 3 coins clicking against my desk. 20. 20. 10. So he remembered? There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. Unforgettable night? Thanks for the unforgettable night? I run around her ropes in sneakers. Hey, you are a cheap deal. Astaga. Memang sialan ya ini si Padim-Padim ini. Pinjam duit ngebalikinnya kayak gitu loh. Bodoh kali. Very funny. Oh please, Shibina. Get a sense of humor. Deal. Dia ngebalikin duitnya kayak ngomong kayak kasih 20 berapa tadi berarti? 30 kopek. Kasih 30 kopek. Saya bilang kayak makasih ya buat semalam. Sialan. Sumpah. Kurang ajar loh. Coba brengsek. Your face is dragging down the class morale. That's right. You are doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmate for once. Parah banget. Parah. Yang penting deal. I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid. I can't help but laugh. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit to, but better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief, but wonderful moments. I could reminisce. I don't know. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I locked out and saw Karen all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes but good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit of its own. It's something I should learn to contend with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decided that what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even my own room. I have two living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades, and teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right, I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if that were not enough? You idiot. Ah, what? Ini ceritanya tuh betul flashback atau gimana sih? Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? If it looks like she's going to slap me but instead swing her foot against a snow hill. She then turns to me and starts roughly sweeping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, how did you know I was here? Doesn't matter. I heard that beep got in giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I clumsily get up, my limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally. But there was nowhere else to sit near the school's back entrance, and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake snow off my skirt and thighs. The flakes fall gently on the ground below. Game apa nih? Buset! Hell yeah! Ih, jangan tonton ya, Ps. Jangan. Welcome to the stream ya, selamat malam. Bukannya tadi streaming. Ini tuh game visual novel gitu, menceritakan ada seorang gadis di kota kota Vorkuta 5 hilang. Cewek ini nih, cewek yang cakep ini. Ada yang tiba-tiba kaget. Kaget ada artis, buset. Ada streamer besar. I look at Ira. Her face is... Huh? The word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgment like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous. It's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't. But the question escapes before I manage to cut myself short. Gila, streamer besar mampir. Gila. Mau nanyain. Jadi gimana nih? Jadinya reanimal gimana nih? Ada kabar nggak nih reanimal Yops? So, why are you here? What do you mean why? I told you, Karis was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. What stupid letter? No, that's not what I'm talking about. Huh? Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I said that out loud, I realized I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry. I just brace myself for the incoming blow, Physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. No, not really. Hmm? It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. I- Is that so? Yeah? He pissed me off. He pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believe that, right? Konteksnya apa ini tiba-tiba? Right? I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down at the moist and crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. I love letter prank. Really? Cool, fall for that. I stared at that shriveled up piece of paper and something about its whole existence feels extremely sad to me. Oh, dikasih surat cinta tapi prank. Buset sih. Kasihan banget ini. Si Asya dibulinya sampai kemana-mana. Request ke Bang Winda buat nonton Sachunya. jangan woi. Ngaco. Takut. Takut banget. You wanna burn it? Terus kalau misalkan kalian mau kayak gitu tuh pas lagi main game yang seru gitu loh, bukan game membaca gini. You wanna burn it? Huh? I have matches. Andai yang ngomong sanaban. Andai maksudnya kau yang ngomong sanaban gitu. Oh, no, thanks. It's bad anyway. I fold the letters and shove it into my pocket. It would get damp inside, but I don't care. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. Maybe. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real, I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Thank you. Eh? I smiled at her. Even after I said I had come to terms with it. No. Right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew that I was lying. I couldn't throw away the last dumb scrap of hope I had. That small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. Bentar, berarti si Ira ini udah balik apa? I didn't do anything, really. Huh, flustered. Ira's flustered. Is she flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute. Kayaknya si Asya ini suka sama Ira deh. Kayaknya aku suka Ira deh. Ya gak sih? Huh? What's with you? Ah, right. I'm running like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once over. You take care. Huh? Yeah. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. 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 We wave at each other and I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but just know that it's a lot. Beneran genre BLW-nya gak sih kayaknya? Tapi gak ada tulisannya LGBT plus tau. I turn and walk a couple steps in the direction of my home. No. Change my mind. I run back. Crap. My legs are still so stiff. I turn to some corner in a past not even a minute ago. And she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Why does she always leave in such a rush? Thriller hanya pemanis ya, aku gak pernah bilang ini game thriller ya. Psychological horror. Gak tahu horornya sebelah mana, apakah karena WLW, apakah WLW sama dengan horror? It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way, I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library, or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home, day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always finished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she would say none of your business if I did. And she would be right. But even so, I keep imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new roads. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it again and again. Walking and walking, praying and praying. Do you assholes ever shut up? Huh? This bish. This bish. Nobody saw Ira enter the class. Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. And she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Tara if I knew she would see me like that. Though it wasn't true when playing with these guys. I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well, I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embrace myself. And as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. And so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way. Only Garin doesn't. Wow, si Garin memang suka menantang Ira. Move. Huh? What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, you serious? Come on, have some fun for a change. Look, Shubina is having fun. Right, Shubina? Please just don't look at me. Yes. See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. Gitu gak sih? Or what? Gonna throw a chair at me? Oh, ini flashback yang ini. To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her back on the nearest desk. Oh enggak. Mungkin dia ngomong kayak gitu karena sebelumnya pernah ya. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Karen lets out an awkward chuckle. What? Got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. Oh. Wah. Karen jumps back, bumping into another student. What a fish! Everyone shifted away. What was that? Huh? Kenapa sih game-game kayak gini tuh selalu ada bahasa what a fish? Bish! What the hell? You... Something silvery shines in Ira's hand. Buset! Bawa apa itu? Jangka. Busur, apa sih namanya? Jangka tuh bahasa Indonesianya apa ya? Jangka juga jangka nggak? It's above kompas. Above kompas. Crazy. Is that... You serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turns into cheers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. It's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my assistance. Maybe some onlookers. No. Most people will think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart is still elated. And I'm getting some real silly thoughts. Agar lebih berwarna. Biar kerasa ya, kayak kagetnya, keselannya gitu ya. The fish gitu. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garen were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times and weeks apart. You would be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you are right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only I didn't do anything. Really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind. Over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anywhere anymore. Because in that moment, I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. I'm still not good enough. As I keep looking for her when I'm out, it's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point, I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling along the main street, at the car yards, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into. But it was as if Ira spent all of her free time at home, which could be the case, but didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day? No, I really doubt that. Iya, orang kayak Ira nampaknya nggak mungkin ngilang tapi dia sebenarnya di rumah tuh nampaknya tidak mungkin. The other more probable option, the other more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered. That sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that. But the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She could even attack me. Whoa! But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. Dalam lubuk hatinya ini Ira tetap orang yang baik. Jangan salah, ada orang yang mencari dirinya sendiri bersama tim pencari. Hah? Orang mana itu? Orang gila macam mana itu? Loh, tapi maksudnya kayak tim pencarinya emang gak nanya kayak ciri-cirinya kayak apa, namanya siapa, tinggalnya di mana, terakhir kali lihat di mana, gitu-gitu. Di hari terakhir dia hilang ini pakai baju apa? Pokoknya harusnya kayak gitu. Emang. Hah?
freak.
My breath halted. Oh, hey. Hi. The fans near the research institute expel hot air. Nobody really goes here, aside from the stuff coming out for smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts. So that's a safe bet in my book. Why is Ira here, of all places? Again? Hmm? How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way here? What? No! I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yes. Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Do you like smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Yes. I know that. You wanna try it then? What? Smoking? No, thank you.
Tawarin ngerokok. Okay. She shrugs. Awkward start.
I can't let it end here. I need to choose. And what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Were you at the institute?
Oh, berarti bukan adik-adik ya. Oh, ternyata mereka sudah berada di institut.
Yeah. Something like that. Something like that? My mom works here. Oh, another institute. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh. Oh? You bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet. Eh? I mean, it's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But Ira is different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She would have to really care about it.
Crap.
That proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to stay off, the minute I have to come home, Ira is cooking, baking lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. That goes against everything I've heard. But it makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to sit at the cafe. That's why she doesn't eat away at the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash.
No. Oh, jadi merah.
She only said her mom forgets her lunches. Sometimes. Lunch are prepared in advance. It doesn't take long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. She would still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. Apa ini? Apakah ini bagian psychological horrornya? Ira walks back into the building. Okay. Now she's gone. Again. Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we are close enough to share something like that. That would be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Karen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't,
I wish she would be.
your friend is not here today.
Who? Who do you think?
Oh, she's not really my friend.
Your pitbull then.
Pitbull? Hey, that's spot on. You can make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's annoying as shit. They think we're friends? Well, not really. But looks like they have picked up on it. An era reacting like that to me being used as a laughing stock. So it wasn't just me? It's not just my wishful thinking? That's nice to hear. That's nice to hear, even if I still don't know for sure. It's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Karen's mouth to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, they will probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record.
Credence.
That's right. If I can possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but... Wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We are the only school in town. Where else is she going to go? Damn it. Good point. Phew. Well, her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah? To a relative or something? What? No! Oh man, now that you say that, everyone pretend to be surprised when that happens. No! No, no, no! I hate how they are right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it, how it has a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time, but still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. Ah, that can't happen. No, it can't, it can't, it can't. It's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice. She cares. She does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, then it will be all over. Then it will all be over. If they do, then I won't.
Apakah horornya Ira berubah menjadi yandere yang terobsesi? Kayaknya kebalik deh tapi. Kayaknya yang terobsesi ini si Asya deh. Karena kayaknya si Asya ini agak delusional. Nampaknya si Asya ini agak delusional loh, ya gak sih?
We just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is. But that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head and look out through the window. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra. Far past the fences, past the mountain ridge, so far away that I can't picture it, so far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So if I've earned this world's good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ira. Loh, ketemu lagi dia. What? I'm really using up all of my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girls' bathroom just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair. It's gotten colder. It's gotten colder.
Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. Uh, I I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can't really get kicked out like that. Is that why you came here? To tell me that? Uh-huh. I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says that you will get sent away. That your parent will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably ya. Udah jam segini besok juga harus bangun awal. Dadah, dadah. Apa aja mungkin. Makasih sempetin mampir sini ya. Kapan-kapan kesini lagi mampir. Bye bye. Selamat bobo. Udah sejauh mana ini? Nggak tahu ya. Masalahnya aku nggak tahu apakah ini tuh flashback atau ini tadi aku nggak tahu sih ini berapa chapter, tapi tadi baru ada tulisan chapter 1 dan belum ada tulisan chapter 2. Aku nggak tahu isinya berapa chapter. Probably yeah. Of course it's true. I know it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up, if you stop skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something, and then there's 1 month left. It's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course, I know it's pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Tosha moved away? It's only been 3 years, but now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably didn't humiliate myself like that. Hey, thanks. No, I didn't do anything. It was a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice, right? She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good for a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Oh, actually, since you are here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yes. You know, the one we use for classes. Maybe you've seen something like that lying around? Ira's expression darkens. Don't worry. We were just playing a game. I guess the guys got a little carried away. I've checked on the whole class in the corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but just not good at that kind of stuff. When I hit Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. Oh, diisengin lagi. Panjang dong berarti. Kayaknya ya deh. Soalnya bacanya bukannya dalam hati, makanya jadi lama. Mungkin ya. Kalau dalam hati, aku diem doang dong. Kalian mau aku diem doang? She throws the cigarette butt out the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait! I said, it's fine. We were playing a game. Really? Please, don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea where it is. It was Karen, right? No, Shurikov. Siapa lagi Shurikov? Same difference. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor. I take behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Gah! Some freak tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Ah, sorry. We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? Dibawa, dibawa ke toilet cowok. I follow Ira to the bathroom. Intinya si Asha ini kayaknya murid-murid yang terbully gitu loh kayaknya guys. Suka diisengin sama teman-temannya lo. Ah, this was so much worse in this one. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. Oh, there it is! My diary! Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please, be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank, secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch! Up! Oh, ada efeknya, asik. I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Well, thank you. Yeah. Oh, what? Uh-oh. Jatuh nih. Ira almost loses her balance, but jumps just in time. Oh, loncat dia. The bowl makes a loud clang as she hops up. Wah, are you okay? Yeah. Let's get out of here. You think it's broken? I don't know. I didn't see anything. Huh? But why would I be in a men's toilet? Gross. Gross. Ah, I see. Ya nggak mungkin disalahin. Mereka cewek, ngapain di toilet cowok? Ya nggak sih? Thank you again. How did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think Shuik would go into the ladies' room? No. I suspected they put it here. I just didn't have the courage to enter. You can't keep doing this. I know. I should have checked there from the start, instead of running around the whole school like a... No. You can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It wasn't. No, really. You were just playing around. Bullshit. You know damn well what they are doing. They are not your friends. I never said they were. Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life. I can't. You like being a victim that much? It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It will only get worse. It's not that bad. And I wouldn't... I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the hell not? Well, it wouldn't be right, and for the love of... It's not like I never tried it before, but when I say something, they just make fun of me, and nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. And when I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you are okay on your own, but I... So what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You were gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously? She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asha. Yeah?
You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she's getting at. The unspoken rule Karin and his friends has been sticking to holding themselves back when Ira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hell she's been dead is much worse than mine. But here I am, waiting and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Eh? Huh? A poem? Why? What kind of question is that? Cause I like them. Oh, huh? Really? You like them? You like my poems? Why else would I ask? That's... Thank you very much. I mean... yes, of course. I'll write one. Do you want it to be about something or... maybe in a specific matter? I don't care. Anything. Alright. I'll think of something then. I'll try. Yeah, you do that. Ira checks her wristwatch. I gotta go. See you around, I guess. Already? Yeah. Alright. See you around. No, Ira is leaving. Iya, ini si Asya tuh ketergantungan sama Ira. Tapi gak tahu sih apakah sampai pada tahap menyukai Ira. Tapi dia ketergantungan karena teman-temannya ini ngebully si Asya. Beraninya kalau misalkan gak ada si Ira. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I've really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart's pounding. I should get going too. I should get going too. Gila, ini berapa part ya? My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, I went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes. She vanished during breaks. I never asked where to. I kept imagining scenarios in my head, not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new roads. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Huh? Oh? Ira! Hi! What are you doing here? Ira points to her cigarette. Oh, no. I mean, what are you doing at the center? Came to return some books. Oh, so you go to the library. What were you reading? Stuff? You don't want to say? You won't like it. Huh? Why not? Eva looks like she's really weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste of literature. Did she read something she shouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? You know, the other week I finished The Black. by Camus. Never read it. It's about a psychician. Psychician? I don't know. It's about a physician. This is how to read it. P what? P physician. Oh, okay. Physician. Oh. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very physical, but I enjoyed it a lot. Not sure I agree with the message though. Yeah? What was it? It was basically it's that evil is an inherent part of life. You can try warding it off, but it will never be for good. And even if you do good things in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force picking your guns. Yeah, sounds about right. Huh? I guess there are some okay people in the world, but there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? That's a pretty just that's a pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I'd call a dirtbag. You serious? Karen's right there. Si Asha terlalu positive thinking. Dang. Karin? Well, he's not that bad. Uh-huh. Really? I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone's trying the best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? I think that's something Camus and I can agree on. Yeah, right. If everyone's so nice, where's all that good ever coming from? You think it's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and they're really horrible. Awful things happening every day. But I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear, but not evil. There was this famous judge, Dionysius something, from ancient Greece, I think. Anyway, he said, "Evil is not a being, for if it were, it wouldn't be totally evil." Evil is not a being, for if it were, it wouldn't be totally evil. Are you sure, girl? Evil has no place among being. Are we sure about this? Okay, so Hitler's kaget buset. So Hitler's not evil? Eh? Um, that's a rather extreme example, but it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Evil exists. It's freaking everywhere. Just cause there's a reason for it doesn't make it any better. Of course not. I just don't like when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? It's like it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, we are not born with some big evil force inside us. Oh yeah? I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe ain't a person. Of course it's different. Well, yes, it's not. I know that. But it is a kind of being, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default, so is the universe. Because it's the idea of being itself, right? And, I'm not making any sense, am I? You are not. Sorry. It's wherever. What I'd expect? What does that mean? You are weird. You say weird things. For a second, I feel a lump rise in my throat. But then I realize something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Like everyone's good deep down. Like nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. That's a sweet world you are living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I would be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa, even angrier? Yes. I would be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagine Ira throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying towards 100 guardians. Chairs flying. Both compasses swinging. Ira is like a bodhisattva. Apa itu? Bodhisattva? 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 What was that? Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva adalah makhluk yang bertekad mencapai pencerahan sempurna, menjadi Buddha dan membebaskan semua makhluk dari penderitaan. He rise like a bodhisattva. Dozens of hands. Half are for holding furniture, half are for stationery. A halo of chairs and compasses. A halo thrown with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses, 100 times more halos. Ira surrounded by 100 halos. We talk for a little while longer. Just Ira chatter while she finishes her smoke. I tell her about some of the book I've recently read, my impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those, so my thoughts come out sounding dumb and crumpled. She kept listening though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for a sign of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh jeez, I feel so happy I might die. I gotta go. She puts up her cigarette butt. Oh, really? Yeah, plans. I understand. But, some of those novels sounded kinda interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please, let me know if you do. And, sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. Can you shut up with the freaking apologies? I just said thanks. Ira gives me a look so threatening I cut myself off. Right. I hope you enjoy them. She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and the books I read, they were, yes? Angelic. By Anne Colon. And Angelic? The romance series? It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know?
I know. My mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and I didn't really expect it to be into. They are fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. You, you are not. It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're alright. Oh, okay. I remember that. Okay, ini flashback deh. Ira looks like about to say something else, but then turns on her heels and storms away. See you. Huh, yeah, yeah. See you around. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learned about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she will tell me a little more about herself. It kind of feels like I hold the entire conversation now that I think back to it. That was really self-centered of me. Next time, I have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the books she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies? I wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kind of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could even go to the cinema? That could be so much fun. It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. Sepinya, ya apa mau orang pada ngantuk kali kalau di sini juga. She skips even more often than before. The point in keeping up with classes if you're getting expelled anyway. I guess that's Ira's modus operandi. To some degree, I understand it, but I still wish she showed her face from time to time, if only for one lesson. We probably wouldn't talk even if she came. It's not something we ever do in class, so I don't expect anything in that regard. Just seeing the back of her head would be enough. What's with ya, Shubina? Huh? You are all smiles. Finally taking my advice to heart? Huh? What advice? Not looking like you are about to hang yourself for a change. It's great to see, really. Yes, it is great. We are so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That queen makes you look like a basket case. Thanks, Vadim. I'll do that. You're welcome. He grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. His friends chuckle along. I couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today, I don't mind. I know we are going to see each other soon. I'm going to do everything to bump into Ira again. I'll walk the whole town up and down so that we see each other. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. Aku juga ngantuk. Ini udah tanggal 10 ya. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll run into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced the world is merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded. Of course, it's an entitled way of thinking, but there's so little time left. Too little time, I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many memorable moments as I can while Ira is here. I'll make every encounter count. I'll fill this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. Ira! Hi! Oh, Jesus, it's you. She sighed, with a mixture of relief and irritation. I barely hold in a giggle. I'm so glad to see her. It really worked! I spotted Ira between the rows of garages on the edge of town. She was crouching down by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos with one hand and holding a cigarette in another. What are you doing here? What does it look like? Meditating? Wrong answer? Ira shakes her head and looks back at the ground. Huh. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything about her posture screams exhausted. But why? Out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. Halo, bentar udah pulang. Oke, hati-hati di jalan, Asriel, welcome back. Makan dulu, bingung gambar Sachuan, kenapa bingung? Kan udah dikasih contoh. Huh? On me. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a tentative step towards her, but Ira's cold stops me dead in my tracks. Eh? You spying on me now? What? No? No! I was just walking here. It... She gives me a look of such contempt. It sends a shiver down my spine. Why? I'm not lying. Really? Dikirain nguntit. Sachuan itu cowok apa cewek? Cowok. Sachuan cowok. Aku sukanya melihara sesuatu yang berkelamin pria. Berkelamin pria sih. Berkelamin laki-laki. I always take these walks after school, and going the same road gets boring over time. So sometimes I go through here, or through the barracks, or a couple times I even went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there. As I speak, I see Ira's expression slowly change from disdain to confusion. This isn't right. We talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did she hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she would believe a word from guardians. I mean, I usually stroll along the main street or in the community center, but it will get colder soon, you know. So, it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she will stop being mad at me. I just need to keep going. I need to keep talking because that's what I wanted to do with her. I wanted to talk, and so I have to because I can't waste this moment. We can recover from this. I can cheer her up, and we will clear everything up, and she won't think that I'm some creep. I just can't stand it. I can't bear having her glare at me in silence. And you know, the views are really great here on the outskirts. The sky is bigger, and you can see way into the tundra. And what I mean is, I didn't think you'd be here. That's why, well, more of half truth. I hope she would be here. Like I hope she would be whenever I went, wherever I went. It's just that this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything. She's just staring at me. For a moment, her eyes soften, but then she closes them, as if just looking at me was wearing her out. She takes a drag and turns away from me. No! Good. Can I be alone for 5 minutes? I'm sorry. I'll wait for her to respond with something like, why are you apologizing again? Cut it out. Or even just whatever, it's fine. But she doesn't say anything. Um, I, I'm sorry. I, I'll be going then. Goodbye. Silence. I walk away. No! Cold wind blows in my face. The mounds of snow on carriage roofs blew smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, the wicket completely buried. I like to have a snow hill from me too. They look cozy. Ah, actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her demos. I guess tea would be the obvious answer. But what if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup with them? That would be good. I should have asked her about it. Well, ini sih si Ashi memang kayak penguntit sih sebenarnya. Yuh, seram. Apa enggak ya? Atau emang kalau orang berusaha ber kalau orang berusaha berteman tuh emang harus effort itu ya, stalker. Tapi dia nggak nguntit, dia tuh cuma gimana caranya biar selalu ketemu gitu loh. I feel like I'm going to cry. Uh-oh. Ireng. Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to a party with other upperclassmen. Oh, you serious? Think we could sneak in? No way, I don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on. They're gonna have those other girls there too, right? The ones from grade 10. Oh, baru kelas 10. Kelas 10 tuh kelas mereka, berarti mereka baru kelas 9. Hah? Kelas 9? Sistem perkelas-kelasan di Rusia ini gak kayak di Indo ya? Oh, I bet Mishina will be there. Like she will talk to you. Hey! You don't know that I say we are not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyway. Huh, that's true. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We've got grandma coming over I can't host. You? Me neither. Fadim? No way. That's been... He's kinda tired recently. Oh really? Yeah. It's whatever though. Work stuff I guess. I hear ya. My mom's also out of it. All the adults are pretty stressed, huh? Because it's the end of the year. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I will need to help mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? It feels like all of us kind of forgot about the holidays. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as a cause for celebration. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Ira would move away. Ira. She's absent again. I'm not surprised. I just really... I wish that I could clear things up with her. I'm not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should apologize again? What for? Did I really do something so wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying, but... I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer up next time we meet. Will more apologies really cut it? Probably not.
she would just get more annoyed. Then maybe a small gift? That might be weird though. And I won't get any more allowance until next week. What could I even buy with this spare change? Hmm. Maybe a little treat will do? Waffle? Would she like a waffle? What the hell? She's not a freaking dog. Why does mama always go to some weird place with her? Ah, I just, sh- I should just shut up. Focus on something else. It's just difficult to do these days. Difficult. But I've got to try. Inhale, exhale. There, a little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little bit better. The buildings, the sky, the lights. Everything's around is friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Though perhaps I shouldn't breathe so deeply. You can really get sick from this. It has been getting colder after all. My usual routes have been getting harder and harder to finish. And it's not just temperature. The paths on the outskirts get snowed over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover myself up with a scarf, it feels as if my face is being pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out here in this weather. I should have gone to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I can still make it. It closes at 6, so. No, for sure not. Oh well. They've already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything's lined with lights. Oh, and there's a pine tree near the community center. It's so tall and bare for now. Well, not like it is. The way the snow rests on its branches makes it look so mighty. Alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the frost weren't so prickly to not look over some more. Darling, hayo dulu. Ayo, Kabil. Gak tahu sih, kemungkinan aku udahannya nanti jam... udah jam 12. Bentar lagi deh nanggung. Aduh, nanggungnya nanti sampai mana ya? Agak bingung juga aku. The streets are empty, except for a couple of adults I saw walking down to the bar. Hard to imagine there would be a lot of people out on an evening like this. So why have I been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer to this is embarrassing. The inside of our apartment block is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, but then again, it's only 5 floors. I make my way upstairs. An idea is forming in my head, an obvious solution to the problem I've been having. It's perfect. I have the perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting, but that's just my opinion. I bet Dad's guests find it quite welcoming. Though, judging by how quiet it is, I turn the key and enter. Click clack. Buat bobo kayak Kak Abel. Kalau misalkan udah mau bobo, aku akan mendongeng dulu. For some more time. The only sound is the faint muttering of the TV coming from the living room. Yes, thank God, no visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry, take off my shoes, and quietly go down the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. Hello. Gimana suara bapak-bapak? I don't even stop to peek into the room. I won't see anything I haven't seen before. At least tonight seems like it will be calm. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Hmm? Hi. Mom nods her head, standing in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window, then turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. You want something? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes. She shakes her head. I sit opposite her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything and neither am I. It's not awkward per se. Per se? Apa itu? I just pick at the oilcloth and swat away the smoke that occasionally drifts in my direction. We are both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so, I go to my room as soon as I filled up the teapot. Wow, mamanya ngerokok. I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I swarm with nasty thoughts. Can't even, can't even spend some time with your own mother. You run away from her, even though she has it so hard, so hard. You traitor, brat, ungrateful filth. It's the kind of self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do I think that if I badmouth myself enough, I'll be forgiven? This happens every time and changes nothing. It's pointless, so I direct my attention elsewhere. What was I going to do? What was I? Oh, right. I pick up a pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Ah, just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. She said it. She told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. Nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Tosha did, but that was years ago. That poem, the one that Karen read, what did she like about it? Maybe I should have asked. Where was it? Ah, that's it.
Сырая черная земля,
Oh my god.
не обнимай меня так нежно. Не рви наряд свой белоснежный и спи спокойно. Только я буду царапаться и биться, а иней пусть себе искрится. И пусть летят по небу птицы, и светит небом заря.
Oh, ada artinya. Oh, damn black earth, do not hold me so tenderly. Padahal aku udah screenshot mau aku translate loh.
Oh, damn black earth, do not hold me so tenderly. Do not tear your snow white attire.
Lah, udah hilang loh, belum aku klik. Ya udahlah ya.
It's so late, Yuma. I can't blame them for leaving. If anything, Gary was too nice. But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it. So maybe it's not bad at all. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least worthwhile in Ira's eyes. That's all I really did.
Wika. Oh enggak, tidak expect bakal ada translate-nya gitu. Translate-nya tiba-tiba hilang, belum dibaca.
She got angry at me the last time I saw her. I don't know why. I messed up a lot. I really messed up a lot. I thought she was a bad mood because of me. But I definitely didn't help. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with the diary, I mean. I've been trying, but I just can't get the words to flow right. Today, though, I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. I'm like a kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know when she will show up to school again. Bumping into her on the street is a tough bet, especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyway. I've got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? Appreciating gorgeous scenery? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm gonna enjoy this to hell and back. And when I hand the poem to Ira, then it will all be worth it.
Mungkin. Menurutmu aja, Asya. Yang satunya penyendiri, yang satunya berusaha gimana caranya ketemu mulu. Oh my god.
Oh, my wrist is tired. I'm gonna totally weird on this poor erasers at this rate. I've got to remember to buy a new one. It's just a bit annoying. Even though I asked my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. I didn't used to do that before. But now, whenever I lend a textbook to someone, I specifically ask them not to doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crude drawings all over. I can't hand it back to the library like that, and I'll get in trouble if a teacher sees it. I lean back in my chair.
MC introvert. MC-nya introvert sih, tapi agak freak.
A week. That's how long it has been since I've last seen her. It's not exactly new for her to skip for several days at a time, but a whole week? Nobody else seems to be bothered though. I shouldn't be either. It's not her job to be my I don't wanna call her pitbull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. Maybe Ira is taking in the towns she's grown to love. Who knows when she will return here after she moves out. I get that. I would do the same. But still, I just wish I could see her. Is she still mad at me? I really hope not. But if she is, I have just the thing to help it. That's right. It's done. I wrote Ira a poem. I wonder how she will react. I wonder if she will like it. I really hope she likes it. Maybe she will smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That would be so cute. I want to see her make that face again. That would be so cute.
Creep, ya creep gimana ya? Si MC-nya ini kayak delusional gitu loh, Sril.
I keep walking around. I don't really expect to see her at this point. I just feels like a duty I need to fulfill. Like a soldier patrolling the streets.
Whoa, that sounds pretty cool.
And it's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Recalls will settle in a couple of weeks. The wind can get annoying after a few hours, but aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. The main road, the two residential streets, the community center, the helipad, the garages, the parking lot, the school, the stadium, the research center, the kindergartens, the barracks. I've seen it all 1,000 times. Perhaps somewhere deep down, I'm a little tired of this view. But I can't hate it. And I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. When I finish school, I'll go to university. I'll tell everyone I'm from Vorkota, not Vorkota 5. Kenapa? Because Vorkota 5 does not exist. People from Vorkota 5 do not exist. The ones outside will ask me something about Vorkota, the real Vorkota, and I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be allowed to live at all. To live Vorkota 5, you have to deny its existence. Huh? I have to deny its existence no matter how much I want it to exist. I have to deny. I have to.
Jadi 4.5 tuh ada gak ada? But it's though. It's tough. So tough that I'm not sure I'll ever manage. Realistically, I'll probably slip up and blurt out something incongruent. I just slip up a lot. I hope I'll get better at it by then. Maybe I should stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. I'm seriously gonna catch a cold from this. At least my head feels really clear. I look up and see the familiar purple gray of northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today is the first day of this year's polar night, so I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. It's nothing too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to get really depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. If I stay up for just a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear, I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, from the barracks. Far better than that dinky sliver of the sky at sea from my apartment windows. I wish that I could stick around for longer, but it's getting too cold. I start making my way back. Decrepit rows of worker housing disappear behind bigger and better homes. There's the old playground just around the corner. That's right. We used to go there all the time with Tosha. Even back then, it was kind of unpopular. They built another one just 5 minutes away, so we often got to have the whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we like the place. Somehow, today feels quieter than ever. I can hear a faint clinking sound as the wind passes through the swing set chains. I slow down. There is a figure sitting on the frozen merry-go-round. A drunkard? No, we don't have those kind of people here. At least not out and about on the streets. And the frame doesn't seem like it belongs to a man either. I approach, gently making my way through the snow. My phalanx sink into it with almost no resistance, almost zero sound. When was the last time we've had snow this soft? I don't remember, but perhaps I've stopped noticing the crunch of ice under my feet. Perhaps it's time. Oh, perhaps it's me being too focused on the person I've now recognized. It's Ira. Uh-oh, ketemu Ira. Uh-oh, she cries. She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, put down despite the cold. Her hair is tangled, half wet from the snow. What is she doing out here? Smoking? Or... Huh? I stop a few meters away. Ira is letting out quiet, gasping sobs. Ira? She looks up us as if jolted awake. Eyes red and puffy, face raw from wiping at it with her sleeves. There's a bit of snot on her upper lip. What? What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? All I can think about is how I've never seen a person look so small. Ira swipes at her eyes again, then stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. What? Another one of yours? What? Another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Her voice cracks halfway through. Well, enjoying the shows? I slowly shake my head. No, I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose on her sleeve again.
Her hands are shaking. Then go back to wherever the hell you came from. Go home, Asha. This isn't for you. I take a small step forward. I want to say something. Anything. But my head draws a blank. Before I can squeeze out a single word, Ira turns around and stumbles through the snow, away from the playground. I can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply wish, oh, I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. If not for her footprints, I would believe she was never even there. Uh-oh, Ira tidak suka. The snow keeps falling. A feeling of long forgotten swells inside me. I've learned to not acknowledge it, so it got buried many layers deep. The whole space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks. What is pinpricks? Pinpricks. Pinpricks. Ini lagunya udah kayak penghantar tidur banget, buset. Pinpricks. Tusukan jarum. The sky is full of pinpricks. Eh? Hayo lo Asha, hayo. The world's looking down on me, but not in the way other people do. It's kind and gentle, and I don't feel small under its gaze. Oh, maksudnya tuh ini kah? Snow kah? Its eyes are pure and tender. Pam 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 pam. Salju kayaknya, ya. Katanya salju kalau kena kulit langsung nusuk katanya. I don't know. Yeah. Oke, ya udah sampai sini dulu aja guys. Panjang juga ternyata ini. Udah beneran kayak full ngedongeng, weh. Yes. Hah? Jangan bilang ini ada chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Oh enggak ding. Save-nya doang kayaknya. Kali, atau ngelebihin partnya Hindari ini mah. Sumprit. Masih ada 9 chapter. Ding, baru kelar 1 chapter. At least Omigari cuma 5 map. Ini buset. Dari jam setengah 10 ya. Setengah 10 sampai setengah 1, setengah 10. 11, 12, 1. 3 jam. 3 jam cuma kelar 1 chapter. Wow. 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 Just wow. Just wow. Nah, deh, segitu dulu ya guys, dongengnya guys. Apa yang kita dapatkan? Sejujurnya aku gak tahu. Ini jadi chapter 1 tadi tuh flashback setelah Ira tuh menghilang, atau Ira tuh ceritanya udah hilang terus balik lagi atau gimana? I don't know. Tipikal main game VN. Game VN itu apa? Game voice note. VN apa? Oh, visual novel. Kalau misalkan orang main visual novel voice note. Iya gimana ya? Aku kan nggak pernah main visual novel kayak gini. Tapi kalau misalkan visual novel kan cuman kayak klik 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 novel, klik 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 doang, ngikutin cerita doang kan. Itu kayak kalau misalkan kayak aku kayak gini kan, aku sambil baca ya, bacain buat kalian.
kayak ngedongeng. Tapi kalau main sendiri nih ada kayak yang menggemari game kayak gini nih. Ini kayak ya udah, kayak baca cerita gak sih? Hah, nggak bisa aku main game kayak gini. Aku main Genshin aja spam klik kiri sama lagi. Sumpah sama lagi. Mana mana ini lagi Genshin itu susah kan ngeskipnya, harus diklik klik 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 klik. Sama aku main Genshin aku juga selalu ngeskip ininya sih, kecuali pas lagi mood. Banyak cunya. Oh, banyak ya orang yang suka game kayak gini ya. Iya sih, nyatanya ini game aja ya. Ratingnya overwhelmingly positive, 3.992 orang loh. Wow. 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 Ini salah satu ininya. I could write paragraphs about how awesome and beautiful this game is, but I only have one thing to say. Play it. Please play the actual game and experience it for yourself. It's free and an absolute masterpiece. I would do anything to play it for the first time again. Genuinely life-altering. Buset! Top 2 visual novel ever. Wow! Sensational gitu katanya. Wow. Orang-orang beneran suka ya sama game kayak gini ya. Dapat feel beda kalau main sendiri, lebih menghayati. Emang iya? Ya iya sih. Tapi kan aku juga main sendiri. Aku juga main sendiri kok. I was certainly not expecting thermodynamics going in. Coffee and music and art are phenomenal. My favorite aspect is probably the main character and how the narrative unfolds from her point of view. Pacing was a bit slow at times, but it serves a purpose in the grand scheme of things. Definitely recommend. Interesting game if you like psychological games and can handle slow-paced game. It does, in my way, require interpretation and only really becomes interesting after chapter 1. Oh, katanya mulai menarik setelah chapter 1 guys, sedangkan kita baru kelar chapter 1. Wow. Asha is my light. I trust Asha and everything she believes in. Kayaknya kayaknya aku kebanyakan ini deh, kebanyakan main game horror. Jadi kayak kalau kalau di game horror tuh kayak manusia bentukan kayak Asha ini biasanya sakit jiwa. Iya gak sih? Soalnya dia kayak agak freak. Enggak sih, mungkin memang kalau dilihat dari perspektif yang baik tuh kayak dia tuh tipikal orang yang ngelihat semua orang tuh dari, bukan semua orang sih, semua hal dari sisi positifnya gitu. Asya ini cewek, nampaknya iya sih. Asya ini tuh dibully sama teman-teman sekelasnya Azril. Aku nggak tahu sih kamu tadi tuh join sebelah mana ya. Tapi Asya ini terbully oleh teman-teman sekelasnya, especially yang cowok. Teman-teman cowok suka ngisengin lah. Nah gitu. Tapi si Asya ini nggak bisa ini, kayak let them be gitu loh, kayak ya udah dibiarin aja gitu. Dia going with it gitu. Baru aja join Sowi, aman aja. Jadi aku kasih sedikit lah lagi, aku ceritain lagi gitu. Jadi dia ini agak suka di prank gitu loh si Asya ini. Nah si Ira ini adalah orang yang rebellious lah ya kalau bisa aku bilang. Dan dia tuh stood up buat si Asya ini. Dia nge-defend Asya gitu dengan caranya sendiri kan. Tapi ceritanya mereka ini kan tinggal di kota namanya apa tadi ya, Vorkuta. Vorkuta 5, di Vorkuta 5. Vorkuta 5 ini bisa dibilang kayak kota yang elit gitu loh. Ceritanya Vorkuta 5 itu kota yang elit, average wages-nya itu above, di atas national wages. Jadi kayak itu kota tuh kota kecil tapi sangat makmur lah, dan penduduknya tuh sedikit karena penduduknya dipilihin orang-orang terpilih doang gitu. Tapi katanya kotanya nggak eksis. Nah, gini, dia tadi kan pas di awal tuh sempat bilang penduduknya kan sedikit dan penduduknya itu terkontrol. Yang masuk dan yang keluar tuh harus lapor lah gitu. Nah, terus ini tadi kan dengan di ending chapter 1 ini tadi kan dia ada bilang kalau misalkan dia nanti udah lulus kan dia kan harus lanjut ke university. Mungkin dia mau ke university-nya yang di luar Vorkuta 5. Kalau keluar kan harus lapor keluar tuh. Dan syaratnya keluar tuh tadi dia bilang harus deny the existence of Vorkuta 5. Jadi dia cuma bilangnya dia dari Vorkuta. Tapi aku nggak tahu ya apakah Vorkuta ini sebenarnya ceritanya tuh ada kayak Vorkuta in general sama area khusus yang namanya Vorkuta 5 atau gimana. Soalnya dia tadi bilangnya kalau misalkan dia keluar terus udah mulai university, dia bakal bilang dia dari Vorkuta. Tapi dia nggak bakal bilang dari Vorkuta 5 gitu kan. Padahal itu tadi ceritanya di kotanya itu kota makmur loh. I see ya gitu. Jadi so far gitu sih ceritanya. Nah si Ira ini tadi kan si rebellious Ira. Nah kayak gini deh biar ada suara-suaranya. Si rebellious Ira ini karena itu kota kan sangat teratur ya. Orang-orang terpilih sangat disiplin gitu kan. Kehadiran Ira yang rebellious ini dilihat oleh orang-orang Vorkuta 5 ini sebagai kayak noda like a stain di kota mereka gitu loh. Terus dia sekolah juga banyak absennya gitu katanya. Tapi chapter 1 ini belum ngomongin ini sih, kayak alasannya apa gitu yang ngebuat si Ira kenapa sering absen gitu-gitu belum ada sih. Mungkin ada alasannya ya, mungkin, I don't know. Ira jadi Munir dihilangkan makin gitu. Tapi emang ceritanya si Ira ini rebellious soalnya dia suka smoking gitu-gitu. Jadi dari image-nya tuh emang udah rebellious gitu. Terus dia ngebelain si Asyanya ketika dibully itu juga dengan cara dia sendiri gitu loh, kayak being tough gitu loh, kayak menjadi tangguh gitu. Tapi karena banyaknya absennya si Ira, kemungkinan besar dia nanti udah nggak bisa lanjut sekolah di situ. Jadi after New Year tadi seharusnya udah nggak lama lagi Ira tuh pindah sekolah. Nah sedangkan di Vorkuta 5 itu cuma ada sekolah itu doang, yang mana berarti Ira harus pindah kota. Nah Asya, karena si Asya ini kan dia lemah. Dia nggak berani, selama diisengin teman-temannya kan dia tidak berani melawan. Jadi dia tuh kayak semacam mulai bergantung sama si Ira gitu loh. Tapi along the way sebenarnya sih lebih ke Asya pengen berteman dengan Ira ya. Cuman kayaknya secara nggak langsung juga tuh Asya tuh mulai bergantung sama Ira, karena tiap dia diisengin tuh dia berharap Ira tiba-tiba bakal dateng gitu loh. Cuman sebelum mulai di chapter 1 tadi kan ada prolognya. Prolognya itu sebenarnya Ira tuh missing, Ira tuh hilang. Ira tuh dikabarkan hilang, orang tuanya ngelapor bahwa Ira hilang. Nah abis Ira hilang tuh bla 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 happens, things happening. Terus tiba-tiba chapter 1 begitu ada si Ira. Jadi aku nggak tahu apakah chapter 1 ini sebenarnya flashback atau ini tuh udah berjalan ke depan gitu, aku gak paham, belum tahu. Begitu dia cerita yang kita dapat dari game Z.A.T.O Let the World and Everything in It. Kayaknya ini judul diambil dari si Asya-nya deh, karena si Asya itu selalu berpikir semuanya dari segi positif. Dia bahkan gak nganggep orang-orang yang bully dia itu evil gitu. Chapter 2 menarik kayaknya, mungkin ya. Tadi sih ada review yang bilang mulai menarik tuh setelah chapter 1. Jadi gak tahu ya, tapi aku gak tahu juga sih game kayak gini nih gimana nyelesainnya ya. udah kayak dongeng sendiri aku soalnya. Karena bahasanya lumayan ini ya, bahasanya kan bukan kayak bahasa yang bahasa sehari-hari yang gampang dimengerti. Jadi kayak kalau misalkan aku mau langsung translate ke bahasa Indonesia, yang ada otakku akan sangat lemot sekali. Anggap aja kayak baca buku, oh my god, seminggu. Otakku kayak agak-agak lemot gitu kalau mau langsung translate, karena bahasnya bukan bahasa sehari-hari gitu. Betul-betul engkong karena itu kayaknya bukan itu deh, incongruent itu tidak sesuai. Incongruent, aku nggak tahu siapakah developernya ini tuh emang dari Rusia atau ini tuh cuman gamenya aja yang berlatar belakang Rusia, aku nggak yakin. Cuman dari pemilihannya yang susah dimengerti tuh mungkin ini emang game dari developer Rusia mungkin ya. Itulah pokoknya. Jadi aku juga kayak main game ini kayak, nah ini apa maksudnya? Translate. Ini apa maksudnya? Translate. Bahasanya agak susah dimengerti sih. Jadi kayaknya tidak memungkinkan kalau aku mau langsung translate ke bahasa. Ngadat yang ada nanti otaknya. Jadi begitulah chapter 1 dari Z.A.T.O I Love the World and Everything in It. Kita di sini adalah apa ya? Menjalankan cerita ini tuh sebagai si Asya, dari point of view-nya si Asya. Aku nggak tahu sih apakah di chapter kedepannya bakal kayak gitu juga atau enggak. Tapi tadi yang di awalnya intro, aku nggak tahu sih bagian dari buku yang awal tuh apa, prolog. Di prolognya sama chapter 1 kita di POV-nya si Asya, manusia yang sangat positive thinking dan sangat humble itu. Dia tuh percaya bahwa semua entitas di bumi ini tuh pada dasarnya adalah pure. Pure tuh apa ya? Pure tuh bahasa Indonesia. Pure tuh bahasa Indonesia. Murni. Aku masa murni banget sih? Murni. Apa ya selain murni? Suci. Nah, suci. Polos ya, polos. Bolehlah polos. Bahwa semua entitas di muka bumi ini tuh pada dasarnya tuh pada awalnya tuh murni. Semua tuh dimulai dari nol gitu. Gak ada orang yang dilahirin tuh udah jahat gitu. Pasti ada sesuatu yang menyebabkan mereka berbuat jahat. Jadi dia selalu nganggap bahwa orang tuh gak ada yang jahat. Jadi dia dibully pun dia tuh cuma bilang kayak, kita tuh cuma main-main doang gitu. Dia tuh gak, si pembuli ini tuh gak bener-bener serius gitu, pengen ngebully si Asya gitu loh. Dia bahkan kayak gitu. Ya begitulah, Asya belum puber. Asya menolak teori kehidupan. Menolak realita. Jadi minggu depan kali ya, nggak tahu sih hari apa, tapi akan kita lanjutkan agenda mendongeng part sebelumnya. Asya menolak untuk mature. Tapi gimana ya? Gitu deh. mau bilang orang kayak Asya nih nggak pernah ada, cuman di mata beberapa orang tuh aku juga kayak gitu dalam melihat orang lain ya. Insecure sih insecure, tapi kayak deep down there aku juga kayak nggak mungkin lah kalau orang tuh jahat, kayaknya enggak deh. Sachunya, terima kasih semuanya udah temenin aku main game ini. Kita udah nyelesain prolog dan chapter 1. Sampai jumpa melanjutkan game ini lagi di tahun depan. Di minggu depan. Oke. 1 2 3. Sampai jumpa di stream Junya selanjutnya, which is nanti malam. Yaping, malming seperti biasa. Nampaknya akan double stream. Tata, selamat bobo semuanya pada mau tidur. Semoga tidur nyenyak, mimpi indah. Halo Sachu, oh my god Tito lo. Aku sudah closing Tito lo. Selamat datang dan otsu Tito lo. Selamat tidur, semoga tidur nyenyak dan mimpi indah bagi kalian semua yang masih beraktivitas. Semoga cepat selesai. Jangan lupa minum dan semangat terus. Jangan lupa nanti istirahat. Aku nge-live di stream ini, lupa nyapa. Oh, dari tadi udah di sini kan maksudnya? Aman saja Titolo. Ocho Titolo. Terima kasih sudah mampir sini ya Titolo ya. Iya. Sampai jumpa lagi di stream yaping nanti malming. Oke. Kalau game ini nanti bakal aku lanjutin minggu depan. Ditunggu aja jadwalnya. Aku nggak tahu mau aku mainin hari apa. Bye semuanya. Sachu ya minasai. Mata-mata. Bye bye. Acunya. Bye bye.